Welcome back, fellow astronauts. Hope you're all doing well, and I'm back again talking about Starfield because Gamescom is right around the corner, and that will be happening right before the release of Starfield, with the early release happening, of course, on September 1st, and the main release happening on September 6th. And the dates for Gamescom are the 23rd and 27th of this month. And in this video, yes, we got news straight from Gamescom on what you can expect for Starfield. So this includes a theater presentation of Starfield at Gamescom, and I've got details on how you can watch the live stream of Gamescom online as well. And then also I'm going to talk about Kinda Funny, who reveals that they know someone who is currently playing Starfield. Find out what this person had to say about their experience playing Starfield, and then we get our first look at the Asta Creatures that are located on the outskirts of the Aquila City area, and this explains why Aquila City has big walls. And then we also hear from producer Jamie Mallory on Starfield, including how you can possibly lose all of your bounty during ship combat, as well as more details teased, including terminals and mission boards. So, astronauts, let's jump into the video and talk all things Starfield. Alright, so let's first start off with Gamescom. Of course, again, Gamescom is happening between August 23rd and August 27th, so it is creeping up on us very quickly. And then we got some Gamescom news right here posted by the Starfield Beyond Twitter account, who said official Gamescom attendees will be receiving an exclusive theater presentation from Bethesda Games Studios Starfield. And this was also posted on Xbox.com. It says attendees will be able to check out exclusive theater presentations from Bethesda Game Studios' highly anticipated Starfield, as well as upcoming Xbox Game Studios releases, Forza Motorsport from the developers at 10 Studios, and Ara History Untold from the team at Oxide Games. Towerborn, the newest adventure from the developers at Stoic and unveiled at the Xbox Showcase, will be hands-on for the first time and will have the latest content coming to the Elder Scrolls Online and Microsoft Flight Simulator. So tons of stuff there, but of course we're talking about Starfield, and they also said no matter where you are in the world, we will bring Gamescom 2023 to you with 3 days of approximate 3-hour live streams direct from the Xbox booth. On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, join Team Xbox and friends for a series of streams taking a deeper dive into some of the highly anticipated games at Gamescom 2023 with gameplay, developer chats, and community segments to give you a flavor of the show. Whether you join us for every stream or just dip in for the latest on your most anticipated titles, we're looking forward to connecting with fans across the globe and showing off some of the amazing games coming to Xbox. So this is very, very exciting. And again, of course, we're all excited about Starfield, but I'm going to admit it, I'm also extremely excited about the other games they're going to be showcasing as well, especially Forza Motorsport, which I'm a huge fan of. Now, also, this is the schedule here. So it says you will be able to find us at Hall 8 of the North entrance. See below for the consumer show opening time. So this is the opening times right here. And if you're actually going to be at Gamescom, they also posted what the booth will look like and where exactly you can find the Starfield area, which will be taking place at Block A, with the theater experience and photo opportunities as seen listed right here. So again, tons of exciting stuff happening around Gamescom. What do you think we'll see? What do you hope to see? Post in the comments down below. I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I really hope we get to see uncut 10 minutes gameplay where it's showing, the character on the planet's surface, roaming around, maybe taking on a side quest or something like that, then getting into their ship, flying out into space, maybe getting into some dogfights or something like that along the way, and then traversing over to another planet, landing on that planet, and then completing that quest. I really hope we see uncut gameplay of what that experience is like from a raw gameplay perspective. So we'll see if we get to see that. But again, of course, they're going to avoid any story spoilers, which is why I think we haven't seen a lot currently. But I think we're going to see Starfield coverage ramp up dramatically as we enter into Gamescom, of course. Now, this was also posted by the Instagram account for Starfield. They posted the first image of the Asta Creature. So it says, "Those who venture beyond the walls of Aquila City do so at their own peril. There, you'll encounter the deadly Asta." And yes, they look absolutely freaky, and I'm sure there's going to be even more creatures beyond this, but it's cool to see our very first look at these creatures. Now, how difficult will they be to face? Well, I'm guessing they're going to be extremely difficult, considering that Aquila City has built up entire walls to prevent these creatures from entering. And another question is, what will you get when you kill an Asta? What kind of goodies will you get from it? That's another thing that has yet to be seen. Now, also, we got to talk about what producer Jamie Mallory had to say in a recent interview showcase over at Bethesda website. She had a lot to say about the game, and she really gave us some hints on what we can expect. So this is what she said here. She said, "I must confess, I like to keep my sandwiches or other stolen bounty close at hand on my ship. It adds a slight element of risk during those thrilling dogfights. But hey, now that you mention it, an outpost on Earth's moon, Luna, doesn't sound like such a bad idea, especially since it's made entirely of cheese." Just kidding, no cheese there. Now, of course, Mallory is known for her sandwich collection from the Starfield Direct Showcase, which I absolutely love. And, she indicates here in her interview that she says, "I must confess, I like to keep my sandwiches or other stolen bounty close at hand on my ship. It adds a slight element of risk." So she's hinting at that you can lose your bounty or your items on your ship. Perhaps, if you engage in a battle with another ship and you lose that battle, you might end up losing all of your bounty, or it might get captured. We don't really know the details of this yet. Personally, I hope it gets captured, so that way you can have another chance to get your bounty back once you respawn back into the game. We'll have to see how that works. Now, she also talks about faction quest here. She says, "Most of the content we are currently working on is behind the scenes to the player, such as optimizations, etc. But let me tell you about my recent playtesting adventures. Lately, I've been diving deep into the quest lines of all the different factions, and I've been pleasantly surprised by the incredible variety in their storylines. It's like unlocking a treasure trove of captivating narratives that many folks might not even realize exist. While some may rush through the main Golden Path storyline, those intrepid explorers who venture off the beaten path and delve into the faction quest are in for a real treat." She then goes on to say, "The amount of content packed into these faction storylines is truly astonishing. It's like embarking on a grand adventure within an adventure where every choice you make and every interaction you have shapes the course of the tale. The character development, the plot twists, the moral dilemmas, I've been completely hooked. These quests offer a chance to delve deeper into the game's rich lore and uncover hidden gems that add layers of depth and excitement to the overall experience." And then finally she says this about Faction Quest. She says, "So, my fellow gamers, I urge you to take a detour from the main storyline and explore the fascinating world of Faction Quests. Trust me, the rewards are well worth the extra time and effort. Prepare to be enthralled by the intricate storytelling and immersive gameplay that awaits you. It's like unwrapping a surprise gift within the game itself, a gift that will leave you with unforgettable memories and a renewed appreciation for the boundless creativity of the designers and game developers. Happy questing. So that's awesome that she mentioned this, because I think that a lot of players, that they're going to go into the game and maybe focus mainly on the main story, which is what I was planning on doing to begin with. But now that she said this, I'm definitely tempted to go into the side quests and really dig deeper into those side quests, because I definitely want to learn more about the lore and the backstory and everything of Starfield, of course. So let me know in the comments, are you planning on focusing mainly on the main story, or will you be blending in a lot of the side quests as well to kind of complement the story and learn more about the lore of Starfield? Now, Jamie also spoke about mission boards and terminals and said the following. She said, the terminals added another layer of depth to the game, usually giving players more insight into the story and lore for the area they're currently in. The mission board also kept us all on our toes, ensuring players had exciting challenges to tackle while exploring the cosmos. So this is really cool, because not only will the side quest give you some back lore to the game, but the terminals in each of the areas, of course, will do the same. And then I'm expecting the mission boards to be where you access a lot of the side quests, possibly bounties, stuff like that. So again, exciting stuff with Starfield, and it sounds absolutely massive. This game sounds humongous. And speaking of that, the Kinda Funny Xcast talked about this, and they spoke to somebody who is currently playing Starfield, and this is what they had to say about that.
Can I say this, and I will keep it anonymous.
Anonymous,
okay. Innocent.
Okay.
I may or may not have talked to someone that has been playing Starfield.
Whoa!
And they may or may not have got me pretty hyped for it, in the sense that this anonymous person said that they're going to be very fascinated to see how it's reviewed, just because of the size of what this game is, just how big it is. And I'll leave it at that. So
this is very interesting what Paris from Kinda Funny had to say about this anonymous person who is currently playing Starfield, because, you know, that person is obviously indicating that this game is so massive that it's going to be quite difficult for these reviewers to approach the review. At least that's what I got from it. And, you know, I think a lot of the reviewers are going to focus primarily on the main story quest at first, which I believe is said to be around 40 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So if a lot of reviewers take that approach, then we could possibly expect the reviews to release a lot sooner than we think. Or if there's other elements of the game that this anonymous person is not telling us about, perhaps the reviews will take a lot longer than we anticipated. But regardless, I'm excited to see what the review scores are going to be. What do you think the review scores are going to be? Do you think it's going to be high scores like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10? Or do you think something else could happen with the launch? Hopefully we don't have, you know, something disastrous happen with the launch, of course. I don't think that's going to happen, not from what I'm seeing from the excitement around this game, not from what I'm seeing with what we saw from Starfield Direct. At least that's my hopes. Well, astronauts, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm having a blast talking about Starfield with you all as we count down to its release in September, which is coming closer and closer. And leave a comment down below, and it could be featured in an upcoming video. Take care, astronauts, and see you later.